Today we are going to do ideas. After a long time, I've taken up this book, which is of ideas. This class is combined for both academic and GT students. So my main purpose in taking up this class is that I just want to tell you one thing, that once you know how to handle any essay and you have the ideas to write in that essay, then for you, it is, a very easy task to frame an essay. So this is, today I've picked up the topic of education. Now, one thing that you must all do when you are discussing the ideas with me, while discussing the ideas, make a page on that, right? On your register on that, right? Education essay vocabulary. Okay. So whatever words you can see in this, in these essays, topics, or whatever idea in the ideas, whatever words you find you did not know, or even if you knew, you can put in these essays. So that will be one page ready of your education essays, and it is going to be very beneficial for you. Okay, I assure you that. So here you can see I've just compiled from both the academic and the GT essays, the books, all the education essays, and whatever essays were similar and had similar ideas, I've compiled them on one page, and then I've discussed all the ideas. Now, how to handle each type of essay, I've already taught you over the past week and a half. So if anybody has joined new, it will be very easy for you to go to those classes and attend those classes from my app. Okay. And there you will find that, how to handle those essays. I've touched on the skeletons of those essays. Now we are going to do today, what we are going to do is how to fill the essay once you are done with the skeleton. So for that, you need the ideas. Now look at the first essay that is in front of you, and I'll ask each one of you, anybody who is willing to participate in the class, to be interactive in the class. The first essay here, one of the students will read it and translate it. It's very important to translate the essay in your language so that you know what it is asking for. Okay. So who would like to, read this first essay here in front of you? Gagan. Yes, Gagan, please.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Students in school should learn academic subjects and pass exams. Other skills such as cookery, dressmaking, and woodwork can be learned well from family and friends. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
In this, they have given one statement like students in school learn academic subjects. Like academic subjects जो है वो स्कूल में बच्चे पढ़ लेते हैं अपने एग्जाम्स को पास करने के लिए. वो should
very important. I talked about the modal verbs. There are 8 modal verbs. Okay, if that modal verb is there, it has to be translated. You did not translate it.
Yeah. Okay. So students in school should learn. उनको स्कूल में पढ़ना चाहिए academic subjects.
ठीक है, आगे बढ़ो.
And pass the अपने एग्जाम्स को पास करने के लिए. Other skills such as cookery, dressmaking and woodwork, like जो other skills हैं जैसे कि खाना बनाना या सिलाई करना या फिर लकड़ी का काम करना, can be learnt well from family and friends. वो can be, वो सीखे जा सकते हैं family और friends से.
Very good, very good.
Do you agree or disagree? आप इस चीज को agree करते हैं, मानते हैं या नहीं मानते हैं?
All right. Now, if you strongly agree, then what you will write is कि सिर्फ academic subjects should be taught. If you strongly agree, what you will write is that only academic subjects should be taught, and these skills were called home management skills and craft skills. They should be left to study, to be learned from the family members and friends. Okay, these should not be taught in schools. If you strongly agree, you will write this. Okay. If you disagree, you will write that these skills should also be taught. You can write that in addition to academic subjects, these skills should also be taught in schools. That would be disagree. But the concession you will be giving is that while academic subjects are important, these skills are as important or also important. So then you can write equal points for academics, importance of academic subjects, and equal points in one paragraph for the importance of these non-academic subjects. right? And your essay will be done. So what will be better in this case? Now, I am going to give you the points. Okay, you will have the points. So now, once you have the points for why these other subjects should be taught, what would be a better approach? Think. What would be easier? What would be better?
Ma'am, first we should have an ideas like whether we agree to the
Oh,
statement or
that is all
disagree.
right. So if you agree, you are going to talk about only the importance of only academic subjects in the whole essay. Now, if you have to write one whole essay on the importance of academic subjects, you may run short of ideas, right?
Brainstorming on ideas.
Yes, you might run short of ideas because only you are going to talk only of academic subjects. You are not going to talk of these subjects that you have written in the introduction. They should not be taught in school, so you don't have to write on them. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, if you have to talk only on the academic subjects, your ideas may fall short. And so the better approach here would be to disagree and say these subjects are as important. Okay. Now, second essay. Yes. Who would like to read it? Ankita? Ansari?
Yes,
Ansari,
madam.
you're logged in from two systems. You have two systems, two names. Yeah, all right. Read it.
Many people believe that cooking is an essential life skill and should be taught to boys and girls in school. Uh, Many people यानी कुछ लोग बिलीव करते हैं यानी यकीन रखते हैं कि दैट की कुकिंग खाना बनाना जो है इम्पोर्टेंट लाइफ स्किल है, लाइफ का हुनर है एंड शुड बी टॉट टू, और ये जो है कि लड़कों को और लड़कियों को स्कूल में सिखाना चाहिए. अदर डिसएग्री, जबकि कुछ नहीं मानते हैं एंड बिलीव इट इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ स्कूल टाइम, और यकीन रखते हैं कि ये स्कूल का सिर्फ टाइम वेस्ट होगा इसमें. डिस्कस बोथ व्यू एंड गिव योर ओपिनियन.
हाँ, तो ये डिस्कस ऐसे है. अब आप देखो पहला ऐसे और ये ऐसे में थोड़ी सिमिलैरिटी है ना, तभी मैंने इनको ग्रुप करा है. नाउ रीड द थर्ड ऐसे. अनुष्का, Aryan.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Yes, Firdaus.
Yeah, when I gave my exam back in 2021, I had the same topic. Many people believe that cooking, but the question was somewhat different.
How was it framed?
I don't remember, ma'am, but it was regarding cooking as an essential life skill should be
So
taught on.
must be in the agree disagree format instead of discuss.
Yeah, I think so.
It can be no, that many people believe cooking is
Yes,
essential and should be taught in school. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, then you can put it. The points will remain the same. So Firdaus, you can read the third essay.
Yeah, some people think students in primary school or secondary school should be taught how to manage money because it is an important life skill. Do you agree or disagree?
These are actually two essays. In one essay, you can get only primary school, and in the other
Okay.
essay, it will be written secondary school. Okay, if it is written, if it is, like primary school or secondary school, then the way you handle the essay will be different, right? Money
ma'am.
management. So do you agree or disagree that students in primary school should be taught money management? Then you can disagree. If it is secondary schools, you can agree, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because primary school children are too small, less than 10 years. It is a lot of time. They have a lot of time to learn about money management. Okay. Then, okay, we'll do the points later. Fourth essay. Chanchal.
May I, ma'am?
Yes, you may, Aryan. Yes.
Now a lot of people in college are doing academic studies.
Yes.
We should encourage them to learn vocational skills. For example, to become plumber and electricians. Do you agree and disagree?
Yes.
मैम इसमें जो मैम थोड़े से जो पीपल हैं उनको कॉलेज में एकेडमिक स्टडी करवाते हैं कॉलेज वाले. और we also उनको encourage vocational activity में मतलब पार्टी सिखाना चाहिए कॉलेज में.
Okay, yes, कि आपने translation, you haven't done a very good translation, Aryan. I would
For
ask anybody else to do it, please. Who can do it better? Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, Nishta.
Yes, Nisha.
Now a lot of people in college are doing academic study. We should encourage them to learn vocational skills. For example, to become plumber and electrician. Do you agree or disagree? मैम it means कि कुछ आजकल जो लोग आजकल लोग चाहते हैं कि स्कूल में मतलब स्टडी के बजाय स्टडी के साथ साथ हमें बच्चों को वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग लाइक प्लम्बिंग और इलेक्ट्रिशियन जैसे काम भी सिखाने चाहिए।
हाँ,
और आप इससे डिसएग्री करते हैं या अग्री करते हैं?
हाँ, पहली स्टेटमेंट जो है ना ऊपर वो तो फैक्ट है, और सेकंड स्टेटमेंट में ये पॉइंट है जिसके साथ हमने एग्री डिसएग्री करना है कि ज्यादा बच्चे कॉलेज में एकेडमिक सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ते हैं, उनको ये वाली स्किल सिखानी चाहिए। अब मैं आपको एक चीज और सिखाना चाहती हूँ, एंड यू नो एवरीथिंग दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ लर्निंग इवन इफ इट इज नॉट राइटिंग, इट इज बी साइलेंट हियर।
Plumber,
It's not plumbing.
Okay.
plumbing,
See, there is no sound of B here. You can even read the pronunciation. Okay. So it's plumbing, plumber. Okay. It's
Okay,
not
ma'am.
plumber. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, that is beside the point. That is just, you know, any learning is good. You enjoy learning, right? Like, so we should encourage. This is an essay. Whether you agree, academic subjects should be taught. So we'll be doing the ideas. Next essay. Divya, Firdaus, Chetan, Dishika, Dipali. Dipali, you there?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes, Malithya, go ahead.
Some people think that secondary school students should study academic subjects such as history and physics, while others believe they should study practical subjects such as car machinery and cookery. Discuss both views and give your own opinion.
So it is an essay on car machinery, cookery. This is one subject. Some people say they should be taught these subjects, practical subjects. Some people say history and physics. Okay. Next essay. Yes.
Yeah, do, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Ansari, you've already done the translation of one, right? Let other
Okay.
students come forward. Anybody else? Yes. Come on, if you don't want to come forward, it's fine. But then, you know, the more you... yes, Dipali, I can see you. Chalo. Mm.
This one, right? Some people think secondary school students should study academic subjects such as
This has been done, I think, right?
yeah, sorry.
The next.
Student in school should learn practical skills like car maintenance and managing a bank account in addition to academic subject. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, so this is clear now that the student should be taught practical skills like car maintenance, bank account management. Okay, next. Last essay in this series. Who will read? Anushka? Yes. Read.
Schools are spending more time on traditional subjects like history, etc. They should rather spend more time teaching skills that can help them find a job. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
So here it is, whether they should be taught history, subjects like history, which have very less job prospects, or they should only focus on subjects in which they can get a well-paid job, right? So
right, basically difference between vocational and traditional academic subjects.
It is, see, both are academic, both are not vocational. History is also academic subject, and job related subjects like you know, computers and science or anything, they are also job related. Now people can become scientists and all, they are also academic, but basically it is between the subject history versus other academic subjects. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now let us do the points for all these essays together. Okay. Now, once we do the ideas, you will pick and choose which idea fits well into your essay, and you will frame your essay around that idea. So all ideas are here. You will not run short of ideas. We have read almost, I think, 7 essays. Okay. Now, first thing
Kid.
is, what is the importance of teaching cooking, sewing, and woodworking in schools? Cooking, sewing, and woodworking in schools. What is the importance? Now, this is called craft education. Okay. Now, these points are so good that, you know, in Finnish schools, this pattern is in Finland, in the schools of Finland. Finnish is their, you know, nationality. In Finnish schools, these subjects are taught in schools, and Manish Sisodia was sent to Finland to study the educational pattern because children are doing much better there. Okay. They are becoming all-rounders. And these subjects are that important in schools, and they are thinking of adopting them in the these schools also. When I was a student, way back, I remember in my school, 66, 67, year 66, 67, I remember craft was a period in my school. But later on, when my children studied, I did not see this period craft. Okay. So I think it was removed from the school syllabi somewhere later. Okay. But earlier it used to be there. So these subjects are very important. Now do the ideas, and you can make a wonderful essay by saying that these subjects should be taught in school. So first point is, craft education improves the intelligence level of students. Recent researchers claim that there is a direct correlation between hand-eye coordination and the development of brain. Now, when children do craft, when they do craft as a subject, when they do woodworking, they have to hit the nail. So there's a hand and eye coordination. When they do sewing, when they stitch clothes, there is a hand and eye coordination. When they do crochet or knitting, there's a hand and eye coordination. When they do any art craft activity, there is hand-eye coordination. Now, if there is a better hand-eye coordination, the intelligence level of the student improves. Second point is, students can learn math through real-life applications in craft projects. Okay, math, students are doing woodworking. Okay, when they have to make any window or a table or a chair, they have to measure. So they have to measure, and they have to subtract, and they have to add, and they have to do things like that. So they learn math through real life applications. They need math when they are measuring, designing, and planning their projects. Third point is, it also teaches students to concentrate and focus. This helps students who have problems with sitting still and listening in class. So, you know, many experiments have been done in Finnish schools in Finland. There was, I was going through for the ideas of this essay, and I stumbled across the education system of Finland. There was one example of a boy who could not sit in the class. He could not sit and study. There was a problem with him. They gave him a wool ball and a crochet hook, and he started doing crochet, and he started improving in his focus also. He could attend the class, he could sit for more time. So this is, craft also teaches to concentrate and focus. And next point is, it takes away gender stereotypes. See, woodworking is taught to both boys and girls. Cooking is taught to both boys and girls. What we have in mind is cooking is for girls, woodworking is for boys. So these stereotypes are removed. Okay, stereotypes is what we have in our mind for any particular thing. Okay, that is removed. So just see here, stereotype, meaning.
मैम जैसे मिथ बनी होती है मिथ बनी होती है कि हाँ ये काम इस पर्टिकुलर
stereotype, a fixed idea or image that many people have of a particular type of person or thing, but which is often not true. Okay, so this is about the word stereotype. Now, have you started a page of education vocabulary? How many of you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. The next point is, it gives additional career choices. Career choices, okay? Okay. If a student can later on become a plumber or an electrician or a carpenter if he has learned woodworking in school, right? So there are additional career choices. Now tell me, if you have so many ideas, would it be very easy to, in the first essay here, would it be very easy to disagree? And you can say these subjects are so important, they should be taught in schools along with academic subjects. You can give the importance of these subjects. 5 points you have, you can sum them up in 2 paragraphs. And they are good solid points. You can add example also, right? Then the next is importance of academic subjects. Now, in many essays, you will have to write while academic subjects are important, these subjects are also important. So you should know the importance of academic subjects. What will you say here? Yeah, you can give example of Finland. That's a very good example there. Importance of academic subjects is basic knowledge of academic subjects such as math, life sciences, social sciences, and languages makes children well-informed citizens of tomorrow. Now, mug up these 4 points. Mug up these 4 points. In many essays, you will have to write these importance of academic subjects. Okay. So here, if you just do a few sentences every day and mug them up nicely and you write them in your essays as sentences as you have learned them. So very average students can get very good band score, but yes, intelligence is needed. They say na nakal mein bhi akal chahiye. So if you mug up certain things, you should know where to apply them. Don't indiscriminately apply them anywhere. Okay, you have to choose a befitting place for that mugged up sentence. Only then it will prove its worth. Okay. So second point is the competition today is very stiff and students have to excel in academics to secure a seat in a good university or college. Third point, the job market often requires professional skills which are obtained through the study of academic subjects. There is a huge demand for professionals in all fields in comparison to the saturated market of blue-collar jobs and workers. Scientists and technologists are paid far better than people doing lower-level jobs. So all these points are for the importance of academic subjects. Am I going fast or is that clear?
It's clear.
Yeah. Then there is an essay why cooking classes should be.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you just scroll down for the questions?
Okay, you want to take a screenshot? All 7 will not fit in one. You can take one screenshot here.
Yeah, 1 minute, ma'am. Just scroll a little bit.
You have all the 7 essays with you now, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
It's
Thank
right.
you so much.
Yes. Anybody said? Yes. And then we have done this importance of this, then importance of academic we have done. Then why cooking classes should be taught at schools. Today, children belong to nuclear families, and in most cases, both parents are working. If children know cooking, they can cook for themselves in times of need. Today, many students go abroad for their higher education. There, they will not face any food problems if they have culinary skills. Culinary. What is the meaning of culinary?
Cooking.
Ma'am,
good in cooking?
Not good in cooking, just cooking skills. Culinary. You know, I tell them, I tell my students, culinary. What will culinary do in the kitchen? What will she do?
Ma'am, it's related to cutlery or something.
No, only cooking.
Different cooking.
Cooking skills. Okay, not cutlery skills. Culinary is cooking skills. Okay. So words are adding in your education essay vocabulary. Okay. So then children who would also know the value of healthy ingredients in food, they would refrain from eating too much fast food. Refrain means pare hatenge, nahi khayenge zyada fast food. They would refrain from eating too much fast food. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now this is about why cooking classes. Then why cooking classes should not be taught. Remember, that is a discuss essay. You have to make one paragraph on the viewpoints of those people who say that it's a wastage of money. It should not be taught in schools. So you have to know the points. Okay. Children are already burdened with many academic subjects. Cooking is something which children can learn as and when the need arises from parents or the internet. Cooking is not a theoretical subject. It has more of a practical component. It would therefore be a big burden on the infrastructure of the schools. Clear हो गया? बोलो. क्यों नहीं सिखाना चाहिए?
Yes, ma'am.
Why should money management be taught in schools? अब money management वाले ऐसे के लिए points कर लो. The main advantage of incorporating means incorporate करना, अंदर डालना, financial planning at the school level is that students grow up to be economically successful adults. If financial education is taught in schools, it would ensure all children have an equal opportunity to learn about finances, regardless of the family's financial background or experience. Early financial education can also be of benefit in their school days itself, as children are encountering money earlier and earlier in life. अब पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं, बच्चों को पैसे दे के रखते हैं कि छोटी छोटी बात के लिए उनको पेस्टर नहीं करें, ठीक है. अब वो बच्चों के पास पैसे हैं तो उनको मनी मैनेजमेंट अगर सिखाई जाएगी तो they'll be able to manage it better, right? So this is about the importance of money management in schools. Then next is importance of vocational education versus practical subjects. और या practical subjects जो कर लो, मतलब vocational education है या practical subjects है, उनकी क्या importance है. Vocational practical है, same है, ये एक ही बात है. वोकेशनल एजुकेशन पे ऐसे आ जाए तो भी ये वाले आइडियाज हैं, प्रैक्टिकल्स पे आ जाए वर्सेस थ्योरी तो भी ये वाले पॉइंट्स हैं. Young people can start earning money soon and can become financially independent. They will be able to afford their own house or start a family soon. तो सही है ना, अगर +2 के बाद कारपेंटरी का ITI डिप्लोमा कर लो 3 इयर्स का, तो आप जल्दी पैसे कमाने शुरू कर सकते हो. +2 18-19 में हो जाती है, 3 साल का डिप्लोमा है, 22-23 पे आपकी अर्निंग शुरू है. अगर आपने MBBS करनी है तो कौन सी एज पे अर्निंग शुरू होगी? MBBS की तो बात छोड़ दो, MBBS में तो आजकल बहुत लेट शुरू होती है. You know, yes, first 5 years, 5.5 years MBBS course. You do it with great difficulty. You pass out, you graduate, and then you realize you are a zero. Then you start preparing for the entrance test for the post-graduation. You waste a year or 2 in that, then you enter post-graduation, you spend another 3 hours on that. And when you come out today in the era of super specialization, you realize you have become an even bigger zero. Dharman, am I right? and then once you have done post-graduation, you go in for super specialization. Then there is another entrance test. And you take that entrance test and then you do some super specialization and then you are something. And by the time you've done all that, you are, in your late 30s or early 40s. So, so that is it. And vocational education, you can start earning much, much sooner. Okay. Then they can easily ease off the financial stress of their parents, and they can also go for tertiary education with their own saved money. Young people have the chance to gain hands-on learning experience and learn practical skills related to their chosen profession. By studying practical subjects, students can become ready to acquire a job just after completion of their primary or secondary education. Practical knowledge and application skills are essential to survive in this competitive world of today. It is important to understand how things work in the real world. So this is the importance of vocational education in practical subjects. Why students don't need to learn skills like bank account management, car maintenance. अब ये वाला एक ऐसे है, इसमें मैंने तो कहा है कि ये 2 सब्जेक्ट्स तो नहीं पढ़ाने चाहिए, और प्रैक्टिकल सब्जेक्ट्स के फेवर में हूँ. बट बैंक अकाउंट मैनेजमेंट में क्या सिखाएंगे एक पूरे साल में ये सब्जेक्ट ऐड करके? इट इज अ मैटर ऑफ 10-20 minutes. When you grow up, you go to a bank, you open an account and you learn how to open a bank account, right? How much time does it take? And even car maintenance, if your car breaks down or if there is any problem, do all people try to solve it on their own? They always go to a mechanic even if they know how to do it. Okay. Yes. Right. So this is why I've written that these 2 subjects are not necessary. Bank account management is a life skill that anyone can learn by simply opening a bank account, and other skills like car maintenance are not really necessary. Most people take their cars to a qualified mechanic. Okay, now we have done 7 essays and we have done ideas for 7 essays. Now we have come to the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 essays. So we'll read one by one and you'll translate. Okay. Yes, Arpita, Chanchal, Chetan, Dharman, Dipali, Disha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Chanchal.
Some people say subjects like arts, music, drama, and creative writing are more beneficial to children, and therefore they need more of these subjects to be included in their timetable. Do you agree or disagree? Like some people say that the skills like art, music, drama, they need more of this rather than other subjects, and drama and music should be included in their timetable only
Yes.
rather than just teaching academic subjects.
Yes, so this is similar to the ones we have done above, arts, music, drama, and creative writing.
Yes, ma'am.
More of these subjects should be included in the timetable. Do you agree or disagree? Second, next essay. Anybody else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dipali.
Okay. Some say that secondary school should spend less time on traditional subjects such as a history and should spend more time on teaching communication skills and business courses. That to what extent do you agree or disagree with
So
it?
for the ideas, we'll be doing the this subjects. This essay says ki less time on history and more time on practical subjects. Now you can agree and you can disagree both. You can go two-sided both by saying that while practical subjects are important, history is as important. Then you can make one para on those subjects and one para on history, and your essay will be done. Okay.
Mhm.
Third essay. Next, any student. There's so many in my class. 56 students. Only 4 or 5 are active. Harvey, Harsimran, Harjot, Honey,
May
Justine. Yes.
May I?
Yes.
Some people think students should learn more practical courses like computer, but others think they should learn more about theoretical courses like geography and mathematics. Discuss both views and give your opinion.
So here it
Ma'am,
is about
इसमें
theoretical courses versus practical courses like computers. Theoretical like geography and maths versus practical like computers. Similar ideas we'll have. Next essay. Next essay. Next student. I want a different student for every essay that you have to read. Yes, Kaushik.
Yes, Mr. Salid, ma'am.
Yes.
We have three important parts of education: reading, writing, and math. Some people think every child will benefit from a fourth skill added to the list: computer skills. Do you agree or disagree?
So this essay says reading, writing, and math are the three important subjects which are taught in primary schools or any, in our schools. Reading, writing, maths, these are the three important parts. Now they say that computer should also be added. If you agree, you will talk about the benefits of adding computer. If you disagree, you will say computer they can learn on their own, and these subjects already there's too much burden and these subjects should only be taught. So we'll be doing the ideas later on. Next essay.
May I, ma'am?
Yes.
Some people think that schools should concentrate on academic classes because they are helpful for future careers. And they think music and sports classes are not useful. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
So here you can say while academic classes are important, music and sports are as important. Make one para on academic, importance of academic. We have done the importance, remember, in the previous list, ideas. And then in one, you can give importance of music and sports. Next essay.
Physical activity should be introduced to school children on a regular basis. Do you agree or disagree? What kind of sports are the most useful?
Now here, Sheesh, your name is Sheesh, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here in this essay, they have agree, disagree is there. But apart from that, there is a direct question also. Now remember one thing, do touch the direct question also in your introduction. Otherwise, it will be, you will not score well. Okay. So here, the physical activities should be introduced. There is no choice you have. I think it should be there. You should say, I agree strongly with it. And I will also write the sports which are most useful for children in school. Like that, just mention, just tell the examiner that you are going to dedicate one paragraph for the important sports, right? Is that clear? Don't leave it out by just saying I agree or disagree. Otherwise, your introduction will be of 4.5, not 9 band. Okay, next essay.
Can I go on?
Yes, Gagan, yes.
Yeah. So in the modern society, many people think that primary school should teach science and technology rather than history and geography, which are useless and boring. Do you agree or disagree with this statement?
हाँ,
So
तो
basically what they
ये
are saying is,
हाँ, ये मैं एक मिनट ये बताती हूँ. ये ना इसमें there is a catch in this essay. There's a catch is कि primary schools. So when I was doing a research for this topic on the internet, तो प्राइमरी स्कूल्स में ना ये चल रहा है. दिस इज अ मुहिम गोइंग ऑन इन द दिस इज गोइंग ऑन इन द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज दैट दीस शुड बी रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी स्कूल्स and they should be added only after the 5th class, from the 6th class onwards, these history and geography. Okay, that they should be axed, AXE. You know what is axe? Axe क्या होती है पता? AXE, axe. कुल्हाड़ी. तो कुल्हाड़ी से क्या करते हैं? पेड़ को कुल्हाड़ी चलाए तो क्या करते हैं? एक शाखा को काटते हैं. ऐसे कहते हैं कि ये जो सब्जेक्ट्स है ना, दे शुड बी एक्स्ड फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी स्कूल करिकुला. अगर प्राइमरी वर्ड नहीं होता ना तो आंसर कुछ और होता मेरा. अब मैंने ये करा है कि इनको तो एक्स करो तो प्राइमरी स्कूल से, और ओनली साइंस वगैरह पढ़ाओ जो बच्चों को इंटरेस्टिंग लगे. ये 6th क्लास से ऐड करो. दे आर इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स, बट प्राइमरी स्कूल्स में इनको हटाया जा सकता है, हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी को. सो अगर आप इसके साथ एग्री करोगे तो आप ये कहोगे हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी को हटा दो. अगर आप डिसएग्री करोगे तो आप बोलोगे सारे सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाओ. कुछ भी बनाओ, ऐसे ठीक होएगा. बट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू जो कैच है इसमें, प्राइमरी स्कूल वर्ड है ना, तो 5वीं तक के बच्चों को कम सब्जेक्ट्स भी कराए तो कोई हर्ज है? आप बताओ मुझे. अगर हम 5th तक के बच्चों को हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी नहीं पढ़ाएं, 6th में शुरू करें, तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
मैम they'll learn better और brainstorming की चीजों में ज्यादा होगा instead of focusing on the previous like history and geography.
Yes, exactly. They will learn better. Their curiosity in education will grow when these subjects will be introduced in the 5th, 6th class or 7th class. They will understand them much better, right? In the initial classes, if they are there, it will be a burden on them, right? So axed. Next is last essay in this list.
Some people think the subject of music is not necessary in primary school and other particular subject like a science should be replaced. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes, Jeremy. You are Jeremy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So practical subjects. So they say music versus practical subjects. Music is not necessary. I would say that music is even more necessary in primary school because there is a lot of importance of music in the early years of life. And so you can disagree with it and you can frame your whole essay on the importance of music. And then you can say, while science is an important subject, music is also very important to be taught in the primary schools. So then you can have one paragraph on the importance of science and other subjects and one paragraph on the importance of music in primary school. Now we are going to do the ideas. Now see, we started the class. It is almost 40 minutes. We have done almost 15 essays. I'm going to do the ideas. 15 essays if you do in 1 hour, you will be able to do like this. You should go through the ideas of all the essays. So first is importance of teaching art, drama, and creative writing in schools. First point, art education improves vocabulary, communication, and memory. Research has found a link between art education and success in other subjects. Second point is very important. Arts exercise the right side of brain. So art क्या करते हैं? Right side of brain को exercise करते हैं. Whereas academic subjects exercise the left side. So academic subjects है वो किसको exercise करते हैं? Left side को. According to experts, it is necessary to exercise both sides of the brain to maintain balanced emotions. आपको पता है? The people who stammer, they can sing very well without stammering. Have you ever noticed it or come across anybody who stammers when they speak, but when they sing?
Yes, ma'am. I was having one student in my class. He
Yes.
was 7 years old and he used to stammer, but he sings very good songs.
Yes.
His voice is very nice.
Yes. And there's no stammering also while singing, right? This is
Exactly.
because music that center is on the other side of brain. So, it is like that. So it is both sides of the brain should be exercised. That is what experts say. And so arts is very important. Third point is the arts unite life and learning and are essential in the development of the whole person. So for the holistic development, what is holistic development? Art is needed. Holistic is all-round development. HOLISTIC. Next point is art brings out the creativity of children, and when such hidden abilities are exposed during school time, then those with exceptional talent can be encouraged to adopt it as a profession later on in life. Such subjects are stress busters. In the highly competitive era of today, the pressure of academic subjects is too high. Arts like music, drama, and creative writing break the monotony of tough academic studies. Okay, so see such good points you have. Why art, creative writing, drama should be included in the school. Okay, now we have another essay in which there is the importance of communication skills and business courses. Good communication skills are essential for academic success. Good communication skills will help them in interviews and jobs. They are essential when working with others, managing people, and overseeing projects. The study of business courses is also invaluable today. Eventually, all students will encounter the world of business, whether they work in urban or rural areas. They must be prepared to engage in business activity with confidence and competence. And what are the advantages of theoretical knowledge? Now, theoretical knowledge is very important because it is the basis of all practical knowledge. Okay, theory is very important. The job market requires professional skills which are obtained through the study of academic subjects. There is a huge demand for professionals in all fields in comparison to the saturated market of the blue-collar jobs and workers. Scientists and technologists are paid far better than people doing lower-level jobs. In other words, this means that well-educated people live more comfortable lives than those who lack it. Theoretical knowledge is the base of doing anything practically. When I was in medical college, there's in the first professional, we have a book called Gray's Anatomy. Okay. So that is a huge, big book. I got it bound in 5 separate volumes, because it was very heavy to carry as a whole book. And that whole book of theory, and in the end, there was a very small book of practical anatomy. And the first page of that book, there was a dialogue written. There was something written. You know what was written in that? The eye does not see what the mind does not know. So what will the mind know without theoretical knowledge? Nothing. So theory, and only then the eye will see that point. Only then practical knowledge can be had if you are sound theoretically. Got my point? So that is the advantage of theoretical knowledge. The eye does not see what the mind does not know. So सामने होगा आपके, पर आई को दिखेगा ही नहीं जब तक आपको पता नहीं होगा कि ये देखने वाली बात. Sometimes there are symptoms in a patient. When you know, okay, this symptom is related to that disease, you can immediately diagnose. But if you don't know theoretically, then you will not be able to diagnose. Clear? So this is the advantage of theoretical knowledge. Then next is why teaching computer skills is not necessary in schools. Now, there was an essay, remember, we read that reading, writing, and math are the 3 skills taught in school. 4th skill of computer should be added. So there I've disagreed. And there I've disagreed and I've put up these points. Most school children today are under heavy academic pressure, and so adding computer skills to their curriculum surely means an extra burden. Today's computer technologies are ever changing. Software is frequently updated. This means that the computer skills students learn today will probably become obsolete in a few months. The development of technologies has made most of today's computers user-friendly. Therefore, even a person who is totally computer illiterate can learn the minimum basics in a few hours, and the rest is all practice. Now, when I started, working on the computer in 1996, I think, first computer I got then. DOS. Have you heard of that DOS? DOS, disk operating system, that language. That was taught. It was so boring, all in black and white. It went above my head. I could not, understand anything of that. But I worked so hard and still I learned quite a bit of it. But then these systems came. Now it has become very easy. Anybody can purchase a laptop and start working on it, right? So these systems are changing. Why should children be taught difficult things when tomorrow what will come in front of them will be very easy and they will be able to learn it without having done it as a subject? Okay, that is why I've gone against teaching computer skills in school. Okay, next is the importance of non-academic subjects. Non-academic subjects break the monotony of tough academic studies. अब first period math, second period English, third period social study, fourth period physics, fifth period chemistry, sixth period is, geography, and students get bored. They start yawning. Okay, but if after every two academic, like tough academic periods, you have a period of sports or music, it will break the monotony, right? Monotony means monotonous. Kya hota hai? What is monotonous?
Feeling dull.
Yes, never changing, boring. It is never changing and therefore boring. This is monotonous.
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 So, isko kai log padhte monotony. It is not monotony.
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 Monotony. Okay, lack in variety, boring, monotony, monotonous, not monotonous. What is it? Monotonous.
Monotonous.
Yes, monotonous. This monotony. Monotony. All right. So these subjects break the monotony. You know why I'm teaching you the pronunciations? Because these are the follow-up questions in speaking also. Okay. These ideas are, when I do these ideas with my students, in fact, we are killing two birds with one stone. We are not just doing writing, we are also doing speaking. I hope that is clear to you. Okay. And you have such good ideas to speak. And there, instead of saying monotonous, you say monotonous. The whole thing goes in the well. Okay. So learn the pronunciations of the words also, the side by side. Okay. Technology, not technology. It is technology. So your pronunciations are very important. Okay. Participating in sports keeps children physically fit. We all know that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. Subjects such as music have also proved to be helpful in improving the IQ of children. Then there is an essay in which they say physical activities should be introduced. Okay, importance of physical activities for school children. First, regular physical exercise is needed for a healthy body and a healthy mind. It helps with proper growth and builds strong bones and muscles. Okay. Including sport or any other exercise in a child's daily schedule helps set a good habit very early, and this helps them remain fit and active throughout their lives. Research has proved that exercising during early childhood years helps prevent many diseases later in life, like obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and so on. Okay. Sports and any form of physical exercise also help reduce stress and anxiety. This in turn makes the children do well academically, as they are able to concentrate better, do their tasks on time, and achieve better grades.
Coffee piyega? कितने जल्दी?
Okay. Students learn very important life skills like teamwork, cooperation, discipline, sportsmanship, spirit, punctuality, etc. Children also learn about different cultures when they play sports, as they come across other participants from different regions and backgrounds. Okay. Why history and geography should be removed from primary schools? To lessen some burden on the children. Note the spellings of lesson. Ye lesson hai kam karna. LESSON lesson hota hai jo padhte ho, part, chapter. Okay, here it is LESSEN. If teachers have to teach fewer subjects, they can add more physical activities for children in the primary classes. Science and technology are more interesting than history and geography. So in the early years, children will develop an interest in studying, which will continue into later years. Then next is importance of music in the primary classes. Music and cognitive skills go hand in hand. Therefore, it improves students' grades in other subjects also. It was seen in a research that second graders who were given music lessons scored 27% higher in math than children who received no music lessons. Exposing children to music in the early and primary years increases listening and concentration skills also. Music is an art form. We are emotional beings and every child requires an artistic outlet. Music helps a child to open up and improve his communication skills. It helps him to express his ideas and thoughts in a better manner. Involvement in a music group, chorus, or band gives the young child a sense of importance and belonging. Music education can open doors for children who can later adopt it as a hobby or even profession in later years. So I hope all the points are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
So we have done 15 essays in almost 1 hour, slightly less than 1 hour, not more. Okay. Now, this is one essay. In this, there are the advantages of extracurricular activities. You know what is extracurricular activities and what are co-curricular activities? What is the difference?
Which is related which is in syllabus that are a curricular activity, and which is not in a curricular, that is extracurricular.
Extracurricular is what is done after the school hours or college hours. Co-curricular done in the school hours or college hours. Okay. There's a slight difference, but they can be used synonymously. Okay. So here the topic is full-time university students spend most of their time studying. यही करते हैं ना यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चे, पढ़ो 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 और कुछ नहीं. They should be doing other activities too. To what extent do you agree or disagree? What will you do? Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Of course, agree
Agree.
strongly and give the importance of extracurricular activities. I have put up 7 points. Remember 2 or 3 of these 7, your essay will be done. Okay. What are the points? First, participating in extracurricular activities helps students learn character building lessons, which they can apply to their study habits and their lives. Personality is made up of several abilities and therefore non-academic activities are also essential for the holistic development. वही points हैं बार-बार आने, holistic development, character building lessons, and there is the third point is they interact with students of other institutions by way of inter-school, inter-college meets. Then extracurricular activities teach lessons not learned in a classroom. Through extracurricular activities, students learn life skills such as time management. These activities take time out of the student schedules. Therefore, the students must plan their time wisely. In addition to organizational skills, extracurricular activities in the arts teach students analytical skills and creative problem solving skills, since they have to think creatively to successfully perform music, act in a play, or produce a work of art. Even recruiters look for these skills in addition to academic qualifications while looking for employees. So now if you have these points, would it be easy or difficult to make an essay?
It will be very easy.
Very easy. So this is the importance of having this book with you. This is the ideas book. This is their PDF form for the international students on my website to purchase, and students within India can order it. Okay. This is really, really helpful. I'm not like advertising my book. I'm really telling you that you must have noticed that for yourself also, that if you have this book now and you know how to handle essays, you will be able to do well, right? Students, most of the students tell me, ma'am, we don't have ideas. We know how to handle the essay. We don't have ideas what to write. We can't think of those. So this is it. Okay. Next is, okay, now history. Some people say history has nothing to teach us, but others think that studying history can help us better understand the present. Discuss the two views. Now you have to know the two views. Importance of history and why other people say history has nothing to teach us. Why history is not important in their eyes. So you have to put ideas for their views, put ideas for the other views. And of course, आपका view किसके साथ है? Tell me. What do you think? Is history important or not?
Important, ma'am.
Important. These ideas now you'll be able to write. Importance of the study of history. First point, history helps to develop a better understanding of the world. Understanding historical events and trends over the past years enables one to develop an appreciation for current events today. It also teaches us how to approach the future. Knowing history is important to avoid previous mistakes and prevent them from happening again. By studying history, one can pursue a career in a wide array of fields such as politics, journalism, and law. Studying history helps students to be better citizens. History will tell about the suffering and sacrifices which went behind the market. History tells about. Will tell to galat hai na. History tells about. Batati hai. Okay. And they will learn. They learn to appreciate. And they learn to appreciate the freedom they are enjoying even today more. Students learn to understand other people. They learn about other cultures and how they affect their own. They also get inspiration from the great men of the past through history. So is that clear? Importance of the study of history? Now we'll do points
Yes,
why
ma'am.
some people say history is not important. They say past was very different from the present and we cannot apply that knowledge to the present. For example, they say that the French Revolution, the freedom struggle of India is never going to come back. So what is the need to study it? You know, they say that. And opponents of the study of history also claim that history has nothing to do with professionals such as architects and accountants. ठीक है, जो opponents है वो कहते हैं कोई relation नहीं है, पर जो pro है वो कहेंगे कि बहुत relation है इनका. ठीक है, तो उनके points आपको डालने पड़ेंगे ना. So you can put these 2 points. Okay. So now that we have gone 1 hour into it and we've done almost 17, 18 essays, we'll give a 5-minute break. Okay. And after 5 minutes, there are 47 students, 47 of us now. After 5 minutes, please rejoin and we'll continue with the Zoom record. So this essay is, it is important for school children to learn local history than world history. You know, local history versus world history. Local history importance is that it is relevant to the students' own surroundings. Local history helps students understand their ancestors better, what events shaped their ancestors' lives. The study of local history provides the student with increased interest in the larger subject of history. And the knowledge of local history may encourage preservation. As people move away, all the roots which bind them to their local area are forgotten. If they study local history, they might wish to preserve the local areas. Local history fills the young minds with a sense of patriotism. So these are the points basically. You know, if students are taught local history, they want to do for that area. Supposing I am from Phagwara, my children were taught, had they been taught the local history of Phagwara here, they would have known the importance of the municipal council building here. That is, you know, it was the home of the, I think, Raja of this place or something like that. And now that building is being used as an office, it is being renovated, it has not been replaced. So that is the importance. They will know why this building has been preserved and not demolished. And other things also important to his to this place, Phagwara, the importance of the, you know, JCT mill, the sugar mill, the starch mill, these 3 mills. The JCT, Jagatjeet Cotton and Textile Mill is world famous. You know, they have export cotton and everything, which they send to all over the world. And that is, you know, people feel then you feel a sense of pride in your local area. So that is it. Then the knowledge may encourage preservation and is patriotism. Now, importance of the study of world history. World history is very important, especially today. Today, it helps prepare young people for college studies, international experience, and active participation in civic life. You know, now the world is not a big planet Earth. It is a small global village. So interconnected. Everything is so interconnected, you know, that there is an importance of the study of this, you know, world history. Through global history, people understand how other cultures affect their own. It also encourages them to develop a greater appreciation for multicultural influences within their own communities as well. It helps them become global citizens who know and care about world issues and problems. World history helps them understand the world today. All major civilizations of the world have common roots, which point to the basic unity of mankind. The cultures of different countries have contributed in one way or the other to the total heritage of mankind. So this is about the importance of the world history, study of world history. Okay. Then we have this next essay. I discussed this essay. Remember in that class, I took up this. In some essays are there, you can agree with one side, you can disagree with the other part. This is that essay. Some children find some subjects such as mathematics and philosophy. Some children find some subjects such as mathematics and philosophy too difficult to understand. So some people argue that those subjects should be optional rather than compulsory. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Now here, maths and philosophy both together, you cannot agree and disagree. Agree or disagree. If you agree, you will say maths is also not important and philosophy is also not important. But I wanted to say that math is important, but philosophy can be skipped from the schools. So here then I agreed with the first half and disagreed with the second half. Now here, math should be mandatory part of school because all these things in one paragraph. And why philosophy should not be compulsory, this should be in the other paragraph. So these points in the favor of math, you can give in 2 paragraphs, this in 1 paragraph. Your essay is done, right? For example, if somehow you try to add in all these points with an example or something, then these ideas are about 250 words. Imagine, just add the intro and conclusion and your whole essay is done, right? From this book, if you have the ideas with you, right? Civic life is participating in civic life means you can question the government, you are paying taxes, you want your rights and all. That is participation act. You question the government if you don't get your rights or anything because you are, actual civilians. That is those are your rights and all you're asking for. You're paying taxes also. That participation increases in civic life. Now, math should be mandatory part of school curricula because first, math is the basis of all other subjects. Every discipline from archaeology to zoology benefits from the study of math. The knowledge of math makes children smarter as it teaches them to think critically. It's very important to have a strong grasp of basic concepts in math and have a strong foundation. Otherwise, students find it difficult to do advanced math and develop a phobia of math. If math is studied in school, then it opens doors to many interesting subjects and careers. Many high-paid jobs require analytical thinking, which only those children who have a good mathematics base have. No single day can be spent without encountering some form of mathematics. From page numbers to prices to today's date, maths put things in order and enables us to compare quantitatively. To survive financially, one must use math to allocate one's resources. For example, investing in business or stock. Then there are esoteric reasons. Some people are just fascinated by the amazing coincidences found in numbers. For example, in the table of 9, the sum of all multiples is 9, like that, amazing this thing. Now we used a word esoteric. Okay. As I've used this word and I've told you to make your notes on the words vocabulary.
Esoteric.
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 Likely to be enjoyed or understood by only a few people with a special knowledge or interest. So esoteric भी है, कई लोगों को interest है उसमें, they have their particular interest, fascinated by the amazing coincidences. So they have this, not all people have such interest. So there you can use the word esoteric, which are enjoyed by a select few. Okay. Then why philosophy should not be compulsory in schools? Philosophy can be made optional because school children are too immature to learn about the complexities of human relationships. They can learn such social skills from parents and teachers in an informal way by just observing them. Philosophy as a subject would be too boring and would only add to the burden of the students. So these are the points for this essay. Then we have this essay. This essay is difficult essay You know, I sometimes feel that IELTS people, they are very unfair in that, you know, sometimes they have a very simple essay, television is good. Some people say TV is good for the overall development of children. Other people say it is not beneficial. It has a negative impact. Discuss both views. Now that essay, anybody would be able to read the essay topic and start writing something. Now this essay is that studying literature is important for individual character building, while others think it is a waste of time. Now, literature. Many of my students would not know the difference between literature and language when I ask them about what is literature. Okay. So that is unfair on the part, because see, IELTS is an English language course. Here, you know, they are also testing the general knowledge and other things, but it's okay. Now it's there. So what is literature? Literature is the poetry and the prose writing that are valued as works of art, especially novels. Okay, that is literature. Now, some people say literature, study of literature is important. This is the meaning of literature. Okay, pieces of writing that are valued as works of art, especially novels, plays, poems. Okay, in contrast to technical books and newspapers. So this is the opposite of technical books and newspapers. Literature is important for individual character building. So they say that it is important for character building, while others say it's a waste of time. Now you have to discuss both views. So एक पैरा तो आपको बनाना है जो कहते हैं कि literature study अच्छी है. Why it is important to study literature? First is it improves reading skills and also helps students develop good writing skills. It expands our horizons. When we read a piece of literature, we get to read about people, places, and events through the eyes of someone other than ourselves. Reading literature helps us build good critical thinking skills. Literature expands our vocabulary. The larger our vocabulary is, the easier it would be to understand other subjects. Okay. And literature, it enhances our ability to communicate with others by making us aware of the worlds other people live in. Okay. Literature can relieve stress and anxiety. A good book does wonders for a stressed mind. तो आप अच्छी सी किताब उठाओ, पढ़ने लग जाओ तो आपको अच्छा लगता है. Literature has cultural value and teaches readers about history. Cultures are built on stories which may be historical, mythical, or religious. So ये है importance of the study of literature. Is it clear? Why some people oppose the study of literature? Studying practical skills such as business and technical education is needed more in today's era. We belong to a time when there is cutthroat competition, and so students should not waste time on the study of literature. वो कहते हैं business पढ़ाओ, technical education पढ़ाओ, communication skills पढ़ाओ, competition का जमाना है, क्या literature पढ़ा के बैठे हो, क्या करेंगे पढ़ के literature? So that is their view. Okay. Now, is that clear? Will you be able to write on the importance? ये आपको रटने पड़ेंगे थोड़े points. Only then you will be able to reproduce in the exam. That is what I feel. Okay. Then why some people oppose the study? ये हो गया अपना. Next essay देखते हैं. Some people think secondary school students should study international news as one of their subjects. Other people say this is a waste of valuable school time. Discuss both views. अब international news पढ़नी चाहिए कि नहीं secondary school subjects students को. So advantages, क्योंकि discuss essay you have to do both. Advantages of studying international news as a subject, disadvantages because you have to put them in the second para and then you have to put your own para. Okay, so like that you have to do. Now this is advantages क्या है international news का? This would enrich their experience and broaden their horizons. उनका experience enrich होएगा, horizons broaden हो जाएंगे. From the news of any part of the world, students would become aware of the social, political, and environmental problems faced by other countries. The significance of opening international news subject is that students can have a general view of the world, which could help them decide their careers. And what are the disadvantages? First, as secondary school students face stiff competition nowadays, it would be unfair to add the burden of another subject. International news would have an ever-ending, ever-changing syllabus, and so would be practically impossible to introduce as a subject. And in the pluralistic society of today, Some news may hurt the sentiments of any particular sect of people and could give rise to conflicts. So this is what are the disadvantages and disadvantages. Or mera view jo hai wo hai, it should not be introduced as a subject. However, steps should be taken by secondary schools to keep students abreast of what is happening in the world by having a short 5-minute session in the morning assembly in which every day a student could speak the news headlines. This would keep students up to date without having the tension of memorizing things. Is that clear? This essay is in the GT book, and believe me, it is not a very easy essay to write. And many times since I've started teaching, this essay has been seen. So please do the points nicely. This is on the public speaking skills. Why some people are afraid to speak in public. The people who are afraid to speak something in public, they're having what? Glossophobia. Write this term, glossophobia. Phobia is a fear of doing something. Hydrophobia, fear of water. Dentophobia, fear of dental doctor. Okay?
Ma'am, can you please just spell it?
Glossophobia. Glossophobia. Okay. So here, why public speaking is important? This is this you have to write one para on this. So these are points. Speaking in front of others is inevitable. Whether a person is a student, a chef in a kitchen, a coach, or a CEO, there will always be situations when he has to speak publicly. So he has to know public speaking. He has to have a command on public speaking, right? And then why public speaking should be taught in schools. आजकल schools में ना presentate छोटे-छोटे बच्चों को second, third, fourth, fifth के बच्चों को stage अपने class में सब बच्चों को कोई ना कोई presentation देते हैं and they come forward and they speak. I think it is there in Indian schools also. Am I right? I know about my grandchildren. They are in America. उधर तो बहुत ये presentations कराते हैं, but India में
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So these are very important. Practicing public speaking will make a person an overall better communicator, such as clarity, coherence, and confidence. Public speaking helps in building self-esteem. When a person successfully delivers a good speech, it gives him a sense of self-worthiness. The art of public speaking improves relationships. A person who overcomes his fear of public speaking improves his interpersonal skills, which in turn will help him maintain a healthy relationship with his friends and family. Public speaking also improves children's critical thinking skills and helps them perform better in other subjects as well. Teaching these skills in school also helps them later on in their jobs. Strong presentation skills are one of the most desired strengths in a professional. So this is about it. Then next essay is, some people think that children should receive formal training at school on how to be good parents in the future. Okay, now this essay is quite similar to the essay which is in the academic book, in which they say that young parents should get these, child care training sessions. And इसमें है कि बच्चों को formal training मिलनी चाहिए स्कूल में ही कि कल को parents कैसे बनना है अच्छे. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, you can say while there are a few advantages, the disadvantages of teaching these are far more in schools, because इतने छोटे बच्चों को क्या parenting सिखाओगे आप, ठीक है? और already बहुत subjects हैं. You can add things like that in the essay. So childcare classes should be there in schools because these classes will make them better parents in the future. Children get insight into adult responsibilities. Childcare is a complex science that involves the physical and emotional well-being of children. When students attend such classes, they realize that parenting is no joke and will refrain from irresponsible sex. This will also prevent teen pregnancies. Parenting classes improve parent-child relationships. So these are the points. And childcare classes should not be there because adding as childcare as a subject in schools would add to the burden of children. Teaching childcare would not register in their minds at that tender age when they are themselves children. Youngsters are very career conscious and are marrying late and having children late. They plan to have children when they are prepared for the added responsibility. At that time, they are mature enough to face the challenges of parenthood. What may be a good parenting strategy today may not seem right by the time they become parents. So times are changing very fast, as we all know. So there is no fun of teaching childcare, parenting classes. Now, how many essays have we done? Has anybody taken a note? Let us see. I think quite a few. 7 on this page.
I
Then we
think
did 8 here, 15.
I think
Then we have done 16,
18.
17,
and 18.
this is 18.
This is 19.
We've done 18. Then we've done 19. This is 20th and 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We've done 23. This is 24th essay we are doing now. Schools offer a wide range of courses such as physical education, music, economics, philosophy, math, English, geography, physics, and history. Among all these subjects, which one do you think is the most important and which one is the least important? Pata hai kya? This is such an it looks very difficult, but it's very easy. So see here, they have named around 5, 7, 8 subjects and they have asked you कौन सा सबसे important है, कौन सा least important है. आपने पहले एक essay करा ना math वाला और philosophy वाला. You've done this essay with me?
Yes, ma'am.
तो उसी में से math उठा लो. Math is the most important and philosophy is the least important. दोनों के बनाओ और काम खत्म, essay done. Right? इसमें मैंने physical education को ले लिया. तो स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज वाले भी पॉइंट्स करे हुए हैं ना, उनकी स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज के फायदे वो डाल दो, फिजिकल एजुकेशन का हो जाएगा. सो शुड आई स्किप दिस? यू हैव द पॉइंट्स ऑलरेडी, राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
Then this essay, these are 2 essays. Okay. Some people say that the study of science should be mandatory, while others argue that it is unnecessary. Discuss both views and give your opinion. And the second is, some people think that the government should invest more money in teaching science than other subjects to make progress. Do you agree or disagree? Now, why science is important to be taught in schools? Because it develops critical thinking, as it helps children understand how things work. Science can explain the mechanics behind complex systems like the human body. Okay. It also makes children think logically, solve problems, and makes them understand other subjects better. Science teaches them about technology. It helps students develop ideas of their own and possibly invent new technology. Science explains how our planet functions and creates awareness about environmental protection, conserving natural resources, endangered wildlife, etc. And then why some people are opposed to the teaching of science in schools. They think that science is difficult and there is a lot of material to cover. Children shouldn't be burdened with difficult concepts like the Big Bang theory, subatomic particles, neurotransmission, and so on. वो इसलिए कहते हैं. And then the second essay, that more money in teaching science, you can disagree and you can say what is the importance of putting money in other subjects like arts, humanities, and social science. Studying the arts and humanities can help students become better scientists. For example, recent studies of cognitive development show that studying music at an early age can strengthen a child's later grasp of science. Then we all need some spark and beauty in our lives that only the study of arts can bring. And the study of arts is needed to preserve culture and tradition. And lastly, similarly, the study of social science helps the students to know the importance of democracy, freedom, rights, and how to live in society. It develops moral and social values. Okay. It also develops the all-round personality of the students and makes them responsible and well-informed citizens of society. Okay. So now we do the next. Okay. So these 4 last essays we are doing. Some people believe teenagers should concentrate on all school subjects, even the ones they do not enjoy. Others, however, believe that teenagers should only focus on the subjects that they are best at or find the most interesting. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Now, teenagers. And there is another essay in which they say that university students should study a range of subjects and they should study one subject or a range of studies, a range of subjects. Ye wala third wala. Okay. So first essay and the third essay in this 4 list. First essay is on secondary school students. So in the teenagers are 13 to 19. They should study a range, and others say they should only study those subjects. And then third essay here is university students should focus on one, and others say they should focus on a range of subjects. So almost similar. The only difference is wo teenagers pe hai, ye university students ke liye. Then the second essay, in some countries, secondary schools aim to provide general education across a range of subjects. In others, children focus on a narrow range of subjects related to particular career. Discuss both views. So इस essay में ये same है पहले जैसा ही है. Broad range, narrow range, same essay. Fourth essay is some people think that the government should decide which subject students should study at university, while others think the students should be allowed to study subject they prefer. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So here, why teenagers should concentrate on all school subjects and why students should be given the choice to study only those subjects that they are interested in. This I have to write because it was a discuss essay. In discuss essay, you should have points for the other side also. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to make a good discuss essay. Okay. So why teenagers should concentrate? All subjects are important for the holistic development of the students at the school level. Second, nowadays the job market is very demanding and recruiters select students who are skilled in various fields. Then most subjects are related to each other in some way or the other. For example, a basic knowledge of mathematics is needed to excel in computer languages. And I believe that it is up to the teachers to develop the interest of the students in any subject. And then we have points why students should be given the choice to study only those subjects that they are interested, because students will be more enthusiastic about their studies. If they are forced to study all subjects, they can easily lose interest in education. If all subjects are compulsory, students will not have enough time to learn all of them properly. Therefore, they'll be constantly under a lot of pressure. So these are the points you can write. All right. So advantages of studying a range of subjects in universities. If they don't get a job in their field, they'll be able to get a job in any other field. Ab ye dekho, ye farak hai point from the teenagers wala point. Because there we are not talking of jobs. Okay? Here we can talk of jobs. We are talking of university students. A well-rounded education is very important in today's time. For example, excellent communication skills are very important while looking for a job. A doctor specializing in MRI scans needs to have a good knowledge of physics, magnetism, etc. Then the advantages of studying only one subject. Studying only one subject at university would make you a master in that field and you stand a chance of getting a high-paid job in that field. As it is, students have studied a diverse range of subjects at school or at university. They only need to study only one subject in depth. Advantages of the government choosing the subject students should study at the university. ये ऐसे है ना कि गवर्नमेंट को चूज करने चाहिए, उसके क्या फायदे? There would be less unemployment. Lesser is the wrong word. It's no word in the English language. There would be less unemployment as the government knows which sector has job vacancies and would suggest only those subjects. And it would help those students who find it difficult to decide what career to pursue. And then there are advantages of students choosing the subject they prefer. They would excel in their field, and when they enter the job market, they would do well in their field. There are less dropouts in universities, which is common if students are forced to study what they don't like. This also instills a sense of responsibility in the students, whether they make a decision about the subject, because they know that their whole future rests on that decision. Chalo, we've done 30 essays today. Okay. Isn't that great? So in 1.5 hours, we could do 30 essays, ideas. So you can see if you study alone, you may even be able to do more than that. So, so I hope you've enjoyed today's class and we'll be completing, yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, you thought that essay ideas.
Yes.
Is there any Google PDF is there, ma'am?
There is PDF on my website. I've shared the link. You can purchase it from there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I've shared the link in the chat box.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, that we can use all the essays in body paragraph, ma'am. Body paragraph.
All right. Yes. Body paragraphs done. You learn how to write the intro conclusion. You make the body paragraphs with these ideas. Your whole essay is done.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very useful. Okay.
Yes.
I'll put up the link in the group also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not in a Google PDF, it's not that, no. Separate.
It is a PDF in the PDF form, book PDF. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you all on Monday now. Bye. Yes, Gagan, you have any question?
Yes, ma'am. So I bought 2 books. So one was the ideas for essay that I think you were like teaching now. And other one, there was a one book on the website that says overseas like GTSs. So I download.
So essays
yeah,
is,
so
yes, essays is only essays and this is ideas. So in those essays also these ideas are there. But see here, it is more interesting to learn like that. And then even if any essay comes which is not there in the book, you will be able to attempt it, right?
Yeah. So I bought like both of them, like I bought it already. So I just like asking.
Yes. Yes, it is a very useful book. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye.